Leo. Welcome to your July reading, you guys. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Right now we are in Cancer season, but starting end of this month we will enter in your season. So we are looking forward to that Leo energy. Sun coming to Leo in a position that the Sun actually loves to be. But before that, we still have some time in the Cancer season, and that's not bad for you, actually. Cancer can be, it's a water sign. It's preparing the ground for you. We have here a card, and that's a card that came out for the month of July when I was doing your yearly reading. And the Magician, it's a beautiful card. Actually, the Magician represents Leo. But let's see with the other cards. Beautiful. Like even with the Magician, I was like feeling a lot of energy, a lot of will. It's time now, you guys. It's really time to go for the things that you really want to. Like the big things, the real things, the things of your heart, of your nature. And that's the Magician energy. That's your energy here. Because, you are that kind of sign that embodies things. In the sense that you stand there like the Magician on stage and you are able to represent and to embody and to share. So there is like this sort of moment of maturity with your sign, maturity of character. And not only that, but it's like that switch happened from a perfect human being to an artistic or divine human being. Because, the Magician, it's somebody who is between two worlds. He is interacting with the real world, but he has some higher knowledge or some higher skills or some special, some special sides. So it's time for that. Now it's really time for you. It's preparing you for your time, like for Leo season. So June, July, it's preparing you for that. And it's like, it's time to think big right now. It's time to think big. It's not only time to think of, what am I eating today and what am I doing tomorrow and why did that person not call me back? Like, these are small things. These are very, very small things. And like with these cards now, you're here. It's indicating that you have to think big right now. You have to think of the bigger picture, of the bigger plan. And it's like your big picture and your big plan. It's not just about like what's happening in the world, but like what is happening with you in the world and why are you here and are you fulfilling your mission? Are you doing those things that you need to do? So I think it's quite an important month for you, because first we have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is that, and probably you have started already doing this thing which you want to do, which you like to do, which you are on your track. You are on your track. It's not like you are not outside of your track. You have already found that. It's just like time to grow with it, to mature with it, like even maybe a little bit time to talk about it or present it or show it to other people. Because as I said here, the Two of Wands, it's like that initiation, it's the beginning of something. You already have the foundation, you are standing on that which you have created, and now you are thinking of the plan. Now you are like, okay, I have this thing, what I'm going to do with it. And it's a good time to think about it. Let's put it like that. And just remember, it's a big plan. As I said, it's something bigger than just you and the thing that you are doing. And it's passion related, because the wands represent passion, represent fire. So there is something that you have in your hand that you are dealing with, that you are working on. But just remember, it's not about that thing which you have in your hand, that kind of skill. It's about how can you do things with that, and for whom you do those things. And you have to think about, you have to think big. You have to think really about the world. But when I say about the world, like beyond the world, because like even this person here, it's like beyond the world. He is almost like he has the world, and he's like, okay, now I have this, and then what? So there is here some emphasis, even like with the magician, it's about overcoming what is form, and overcoming what is reality. Because the magician is like as above, so below. So he works with the divine, he works with divine rules. And even the Two of Wands is like imagining and thinking beyond the world, like really thinking about some kind of mission, like bigger mission. And then we have here the World card. Talking about the world, we have here the world, and then we have the world here too. And the world is the last card of the deck, and it's the last card of the major arcana. So it's a very beautiful card. I don't know, there's something here about some kind of feminine energy. There is something about some kind of flow of things. It's a lot about water. But that's why I was saying it's an important month, because it's kind of preparing you. It's kind of pushing you in your season. And we have here water as well. So think about something which, it's like tapping into the current of things, but not of the worldly things, but like of the divine things. It's like starting to feel something, like starting to feel part of something bigger that is beyond the world. Because like even the world here, it's like, okay, we don't see here the world actually. This is like a divine world. This is a little bit like heaven almost. There is like this kind of freedom from the world, and freedom from the laws of the earth, from gravity and death and reincarnation. It's like beyond that. So there is something bigger happening here. And it is important for you to understand what that is. And you might need to have some sort of help. With help, I mean, because the Queen of Cups for me is it's a coach, it's a psychoanalyst, it's a mother, it's a wise person that has some knowledge and that are able to support you emotionally, because you need some kind of emotional support right now for this journey, for this vision, for like this kind of next step. And it's magical. You have to understand it's magical because it's beyond like the ordinary. Okay, I'm doing this job and then I find it with my friend, and then my parents are doing this. Like, it's something bigger than that. It's something divine. So you need to talk to some people. And the Queen of Cups is like, it can be an artist, but it's more than an artist. As I said, psychoanalyst. It's a wise person. It's a tarot card reader like me. It's an advisor. It's a coach. It's a mother. It's some wise figure that has some sort of knowledge for you, to tell you or to support you. So try to ask people, for help, like people that you know that are able to, because it's like this month, it's like you're getting active, but active in putting yourself in the flow of things. So it's almost like tapping into some sort of reality, like expanded reality, in order to continue then later with your journey. But this is happening because you are questioning. You are making some questions, some big questions, and these are life-changing things that are happening now. And there might have been an ending, or something might have to end. And that's why maybe you need even to talk to this person, like the Queen of Cups, supporting you, like emotional support. But like the World card, it's the ending and it's the new beginning too. So interesting, you guys. So there might be some. We have two twos here, the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So there might be some sort of dilemma here of what to choose. You might have to make a choice. Like, it's all about this kind of choice, actually, to tell you the truth. Now that I see the card, it's all about these two things. And it's crazy because, like, if you can see here, we have like all the time this 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Let me tell you, here we have the Magician, like giving us this two direction, as above, so below. Although he's number one, he's masculine, he's decision maker, but he cannot divide between the two things. So be careful. Don't try to do either this or that. There's something here about wanting to do either the one or the other thing, which is, I don't know, it doesn't, to me, seems risky. And then we have here the Two of Wands, and we have that guy with two wands here, and it's almost like wanting to decide, but there is something about, there is here a similarity between these two wands, and there is something about overcoming the choice and overcoming the world. And then we have like the Two of Pentacles here, and the Two of Pentacles, it's most of the time like choice or trying to decide between two things, or like even carrying two things at the same time, but like the beautiful thing here with the Two of Pentacles is that the Two of Pentacles, it's like the waters behind you might seem troubling, but you are juggling these two things and you are okay, and they can go on for infinity if you keep your pace, if you work from a higher position. And then we have the Justice, and the Justice has like these two sides too, like we have here the Balance, and there is something about balancing here. There's something needs to be balanced. And the Sword, like the decision making, but there is like almost like wanting to have, like maybe you are kind of trying to make a decision to choose either one or the other thing, but like the cards here are saying, it's about integrating them. It's not about choosing between them, it's about integrating them. And then we have here the Six of Wands, which I like generally as a card, but here the Six of Wands is that a little bit arrogant attitude, or like maybe that vision of you being successful with that one thing, with that one wand, and you being the one on the horse and everybody else is down. So there is something negative about this card here right now in this reading. And then we have the World card, and the World card has these two wands too in the hand. So she needs them in order to balance herself, in order to reach that higher ground. So yeah, like it's about integration this month. It's about, yes, integrating yourself in the flow of things. And the flow of things is beyond these dualities, like either this or that. It's like integrating them all and making them part of the bigger picture. It's not either this or that, because either this or that can bring you here to the Six of Wands, and it's a limiting thing because it gives you only one option. And you might feel a little bit like you might feel some kind of struggle here, juggling between these two things. Do I do this? Do I do that? But I don't know. And maybe you need some support. So this Queen of Cups is central here. So you might need some advice from somebody. And we have here 11 too. So like we have this 2, 2, 2. It's like repeatedly, like the cards are saying to you repeatedly, there is this opportunity to introduce or to include these two things in your life in a way. You cannot have only one. You shouldn't choose only one, actually. It's about like combining them and finding a balance between them. And that balance actually comes by finding another goal which is bigger than these two things, which includes them in a way. And that's why here the Magician is very important, because it's saying you as above, so below. So there is something about this sort of movement here, like the connection is important. And I mean, as I said, the Queen of Cups, it's a person that you could ask for help. But the other thing that I'm here drawn to remind you or to let you know is like, be aware of melancholic moods. Don't fall into melancholic moods, and don't over romanticize or be nostalgic about things. There's something about falling into the trap of nostalgia here. So you need to be very clear-minded this month, because with this Cancer season and things that are happening, you might fall a little bit into an emotional trap. And the thing is that, yeah, like right now, it's like you have to be above the waters. You have to be that very clear masculine energy of the Magician. You have to be on dry ground. Even here with the Justice, like the Justice is very clear-minded. It's not the time to get overly emotional or like overly romantic, nostalgic. It's something about more energy and more will to move forward and to go beyond what it is happening now. It's like, come on, you guys, like you're doing this well, like make the next step and like move on somehow, like integrate these two things. Don't lose time in, is it, should I do this or should I do that? Or like you can do both in a way. Or better to say, there is another option, like another goal or another direction that you can follow that sort of includes these two things that you are doing. Nice. I'll get a new card here from this new deck. Let's see if there's any other message for you. Interesting here. I mean, this card, it's a Tower card in tarot, but here means tell the truth, even if it means dismantling everything. I don't know. I will leave it there because you will know what this is about. I don't know. You will know. I could put it here in, but I just feel like, yes, the truth will give you clarity and will enable you to live this sort of life as you want it to. Okay, you guys, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you next month. Bye.